everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hope and this is Mission Keto. Today's video is a grocery haul video, as you saw by the thumbnail. I do go to a bunch of different places. I'm filming this the next day because when I got all the groceries done, our kids were at the house, our other kids. So we got to see all four of the kids, well, our two daughters and their husbands. We got to see them all this weekend. So I didn't have a chance to do like my intro until now. So I did go many places. I have been dealing with not being inspired and not being motivated right now. I feel like I'm in this rut of just eating the same things, which I normally like, but I feel like it hasn't been interesting for the channel either. So I did dig into cookbooks that I have this week, and I have meal planned, and it's in here, and I was gonna share it with you guys, but then I realized I would be giving away some of the things that we're gonna be making between my channel and Andy's channel this week, and I don't want to ruin that. So just know that I did plan some things out. That does kind of help me get motivated and trying to eat something different and exciting and different. I don't know what's going on with me, but we're good. Thank you guys for all of the congratulations and everything for our grandbaby that is on the way, our grandbaby girl. And I'm just so excited. We are very excited. And I asked Jordan, I was like, did you see the video? And she goes, I did. She goes, you guys seem so excited. And I'm like, that's because we are. We're so excited. But what I'm gonna do is the next clips you're gonna see the grocery hauls, and I did go to quite a few places. But at the very end, stay tuned to the very end, because I'm gonna show you how I kind of prep all of that stuff to go in the freezers, because I'm going to BJ's, getting some meat, stocking up on some meat and stuff, and I've got to like stick them in individual bags, food saver them with our, vacuum sealer, WeVac, and get everything just kind of ready and organized in the fridge. I am a person that likes to have an organized fridge. It just makes me feel better. It's one of those things where 9 times out of 10, my fridge looks pretty organized. And not to say this has to go here or there, but it just has to be, easily accessible. I don't like things just thrown in there. But yeah, so let's get to the grocery haul. I am very excited for this week. So let's go. All right, so my first stop was BJ's. Actually, this was my last stop. I'm lying, but we're gonna show the BJ stuff first. But I got another big container of the Dunkin' decaf pods. This, whenever it's like on a coupon, Andy I think we just about are done with his pods that we bought like a couple months ago. And so when it was on special, so I went ahead and got that, and it lasts us for a while. It's really nice. And the Pellegrino, he has been having some bubbly now too, but he really has acquired a taste for Pellegrino, and it was $4 off. There was a coupon for $4 off in the BJ's app, so that was nice. I also got some more of these because they're delicious, and they're $9.99, but there was like a $1.50 off coupon, so I still have some of the ones from the last time I bought them, and that was back in December when we moved in. I got some beef stew meat for Andy, and we're gonna try to cook this up in the Instant Pot, kind of like we did the hog stew for him. Remember, it got the beef really tender, or the pork really tender. Well, if you didn't see it, I'll link that video for you. It's from Andy's Carnivore channel, so we're gonna try that too, and this will make a few meals for him anyways. Got some sharp cheddar cheese, and then the white as well for when we make the pizza crust, and I've got a couple of ideas with that crust, so stay tuned. Got a couple of half and half, got a big container of the Parmesan cheese, did get some bacon. This is a 3-pack of the bacon. They had a coupon in the app, especially for me, it said $1.50 off of blueberries. This was like $6, so $1.50 off. I thought that was pretty good for this big size container. But what I'm gonna do, I don't have any plans for it right now, but I'll put these in my vacuum sealer and throw them in the freezer, and then we'll just have them there for whatever. Got Andy some more, got us some more butter. We have a little bit in there, but he's been using this as his creamer for his coffee now instead of half and half. So just wanna make sure he had plenty of that. And then I did get some of these. This is my weakness right now. If you saw a few weeks ago, I got the mixed nuts ones, and I thought maybe that would just be better for me. No, I can't. I didn't like them. So I gave them to my son-in-law and I opted for these. I want the cashews out of that other one. I didn't like all the other nuts. So I got some more eggs and I got a rotisserie chicken. And I think I'm going to keep the bones on this one and try to make my very own bone broth. I was looking for recipes to make for this week and the next couple of weeks in some cookbooks, and I saw some recipes for the bone broth. And then at the same time, I did hear that Sarah Joy's going to be making that recently too. So I'm like, there's something going on. I need to make bone broth, but I'm not making it for a while. I'm at least going to keep the bones and then stick them in the freezer for another time. But who doesn't love a rotisserie chicken every now and then? I got some ground chicken. This is just good to have. Also, I love the carnivore chicken nuggets, things like that. 3 pounds there. And then last but not least, I got this ginormous, it's usually about 10 pounds of ground beef. It looks so weird. Like, that's just so weird, but it's a good deal. And I got the 90-10. Yeah, it's almost 10 pounds, but got that. So I'm going to put all of this away, and then I will show you what I got at Aldi and a little bit at Win-Dixie. All right, so over here is the Aldi stuff, and then Win-Dixie. Not much at Win-Dixie, but they're always running those deals. They're increasing it though. It used to be $5.99, then it was $6.99 a pound. Now they're $7.99 a pound, but it's still better than other places. But we just got some boneless ribeye steaks, 2 packages of that. That's all for Andy. And then they had a coupon on my app for like 50 cents off of stevia, and I just thought I would go ahead and take advantage of that. And then over at Aldi, I thought I would get some snack bags, the Ziploc bags, and I think to control my snacking with the cashews, I'm gonna put them in little individual snack bags. We used to do that for the kids when they were younger for Cheez-Its and stuff like that. So I'm like, I need to control myself. So let's do that. So there's 100 in there. That should be enough. I got some cilantro for a recipe. I needed a couple of these. I needed these refilled, and I got Hawaiian Breeze because we're coming up on summer. I got some lettuce because I'm going to be making some, this is for something I'm making this week too for lunch. Did get some sliced mushrooms for the same thing. I got this cup. There was a cup that I had that was kind of like this, but it was a Bridgerton one. I don't know if you guys remember it. It was in the RV and I loved it. We found it in one of the towns, like downtowns that we were in and we were filming in. And I loved that thing so much, and unfortunately don't have it anymore. And I've been looking for another one, and this is cute. So it was like $3 at Aldi. So it was the last one there. I was like, well, I have my little iced coffee cup. And then I got some more candles because all these candles rock. They rock. But that's it. I will be with you in the next clip. Okay, so here's everything that I got at Publix. I got some bone broth. I'm trying the Kettle and Fire one, but I needed it for a recipe. Just got some more of the Lily's milk chocolate chips just to have because I didn't have any. Got some more of this almond milk. I can't wait until this is BOGO. When it goes BOGO, I'm gonna go crazy because it is $5.99 each. However, it's organic, unsweetened, and the ingredients are super clean. It doesn't have any of the fillers or anything that all the other ones have. So that's just something I'm choosing right now to, you know, spend the money on because I think it's worth it. I got some sliced cheeses that I need for something, medium cheddar and a Colby Jack, and then some larger sized pepperoni, like the deli slice. I'm gonna do something with that as well. For one of the recipes I'm making this week, I needed some bamboo shoots. I didn't need the water chestnuts, but it's gonna go with it. These are a little higher in carb, but as you can see, that's all that's in here is water, chestnuts, water, and citric acid for like preserving. So I'm okay with that. It's not like I'm eating anything, you know, full of processed stuff. So I got that for something. I needed some more minced garlic. I love fresh garlic, but it's just easier for me. Needed some mozzarella, and I have a pork and good order coming. You'll probably see me unbox it this week. We needed some things, but also I wanted the ranch seasoning. I had one in the RV, but I need to replace it. So I did, and it didn't come in time. It was supposed to come Saturday. I needed this for a recipe on Andy's channel that we're filming Sunday. So I just went with that. Sometimes you got to go with what you can, what you have available. And then I found some pork belly. No pork belly anywhere, but Publix had some today, so I'm gonna slice that up. And then I did get, Andy got me some salsa the other day, and I don't have anything to do with it right now, so I did get some Siete chips. I'm gonna have a little bit of chips and salsa, and then I got some more Zevia. That was not BOGO either, so that is everything that I got at Publix. Okay, so now I just wanted to show you how I'm kind of getting everything ready for the freezer. So I've got the steak tips, the ground chicken, the ground beef, the pork belly, the ribeyes that I found. We're gonna grate some cheese. I'm gonna put my eggs in a specific container, and we're gonna get all this fruit in the freezer too. Some of this stuff, I just don't want it to go bad, but through the magic of television, we're just gonna snap our fingers, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay, so here's everything after we have vacuum sealed it or prepped it. So I've got the stew meat here, and I just measured it out in just a little bit over 1 pound each. So he's got 3 meals out of that. I did get the raspberries and the blueberries freezer sealed. And then we've got that big roll of ground beef. And I usually do 2 pound packages of each one. And we did have a pound for dinner tonight. I've got the pork belly, which I was able to get 2 servings out of. And then the 3 pound of ground chicken gave me 3 different packages. I shredded the big box or big block of cheddar that we had, and the 2 18 count packs of eggs I just put in this container to kind of save some space. We have 2 packages of ribeyes. There's 3 in this one and 2 in this one. And then I had opened up, it will also reseal packages also. So I had opened up this for something, this broccoli, and I didn't use it all, so I was able to reseal it. So that is everything. I hope you liked this video. It was a little different when I got to the prepping for everything to put in the freezer, but I thought that would kind of help to show you how I get organized. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We will see you on the next one. Bye.